Good morning, friends. My name is Siva Prasad. I'm a corporate English trainer from Bangalore. You know how I began my career? I began my career working as a clerk cum typist for an organization called National Institute of Public Cooperation and Child Development. I was there for some time, and for better prospects, I moved on to National Federation of the Blind. There I was working as an office manager cum hostel warden. And during that time, I had an opportunity to meet the college students who used to go for regular classes. And these blind students would be staying in this hostel, and they were finding it difficult to communicate in English. And I thought, okay, let me give a try to this spoken English theme. I didn't know what to do in the beginning. But as the days progressed, I happened to, know the pulse of the students and prepare lessons accordingly. And I was there for about 5 to 6 years. Then I got a lot of confidence. I wanted to teach spoken English. So from that organization, I became a freelance English trainer. And my first assignment was to go and teach the employees in Bangalore International Airport. I was there for about 6 months teaching them, and then I got an opportunity to teach the nursing students for the nursing colleges. Then I also happened to teach the chartered accountants and also the advocates. I also had an opportunity to teach some of the officers in the military academy, and I also had an opportunity to teach the managers, MBA students, and I also taught the college-going students, the universities-going students, and of course, the school-going students and the housewives. I prepared plans in such a way that it starts from the basic, then it goes on to the intermediate, and then it goes on to the advanced. These 3 levels are very, very useful. And in my classes, you're really going to have lots of fun. Because sometimes it so happens while interacting, the students may sometimes make a small mistake. That's okay. And when it happens, you know what? I have to correct them. And sometimes you have fun over there. Sometimes the pronunciation is not correct. And sometimes the sentence is not correct. It's okay. It happens because you have come here to learn, isn't it? And it is my duty to teach you. So you need not hesitate, or you need not be afraid, and you need not feel shy. If you have these 3 qualities, you never learn any language. These 3 qualities should be away from you. And I became a multilingualist. I learned English, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and a little bit of Malayalam. I also know a little bit of Bengalis and a little bit of Kyrgyz. Now, how did I learn all these languages? When I learned these languages, I did not know that it would be very useful for me. But somehow, it became useful when I became a freelance English trainer, because different kinds of people used to come and sit down in the class, and people used to come from the Tamil background, from the Kannada background, from the Telugu background, and there were also North Indians who used to come down to Bangalore looking for jobs. And I had to interact with them. There were some sentences or some meanings which they didn't know. And of course, even I too didn't know some tough ones. So I used to ask them and they used to ask me, and we complemented each other, and we helped to grow. So what I want you to do is, don't be shy. Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid to ask me in anything. I'm here as a friend to you to help you. You are most welcome to ask me any question related to the English language. Of course, when I give you a long introduction, then it will be, you can ask me personal questions also. Why this happened, why that happened, of course. And, English is very, very necessary nowadays. Now suppose a 10th standard student or a 7th standard student applies for an office boy's job or a sweeper's job. If that boy knows English, they will use him in two ways. They will use him as a sweeper, they will use him as an office boy also. Why? Because he has a little bit of knowledge. There are many people who come down from different states to Bangalore looking for jobs. Subject-wise, they're very good. But when it comes to communication-wise, they are very poor. So what do? They go and join some spoken English courses and try their best to learn English and take the help of the trainers in finding it difficult. Like for example, they want to attend interviews, they want some meanings of this, they want to know how to give self-introduction, they want to know all these different kinds of things. And these kinds of things I'm readily going to help you out, but we are going to start it in step by step. I have also written and compiled a book which is called a training manual, a step-by-step to fluent English. This is a training manual for those whose mother tongue is not English. English is their second language. Okay? They have to learn English and then they have to come out and look for jobs. Now for these students, learning English was a little bit of difficult. There can be many reasons which I don't want to go out in detail. But what I want to tell you is, if you are going to attend to my classes regularly, and I'm going to explain to you clearly on the board what is right and what is wrong, based on those examples, if you can just keep on practicing, you are really going to learn a lot. Now for the time being, for example, I ask someone, do you go to college? Now if that person answers, yes, I went to college, that is wrong. Now what did I ask that person? Do you go to college? Which means, do you have the habit of going to college, or do you go to the college regularly, or are you studying in a college? Now if he said I went to college, which means he is talking something which already happened. I went to college means he has already gone to college. But I am asking him in the simple present tense and he is answering me in the simple past tense. That doesn't suit, isn't it? So what we have to do is, you have to answer. Suppose I ask you a question in the simple present tense, you need to answer me in the simple present tense itself. You cannot answer me in some other tense. So that is how we are going to learn. But before we go to those kinds of sentences and questions and answers and all these things, I am going to go step by step and you will really love a lot. Okay, with this we will stop over here and I will tell you more in the coming classes. Friends, you may subscribe to my channel in YouTube. To subscribe, please press here. Follow me on Twitter by clicking here. Want to follow me on Facebook? Click here to like my page.